Hello, startups and entrepreneurs. We are going to meet a beautiful team, Y Square Technologies.
Hi. So Y Square is an engineering company, product engineering company. Basically, like we have started with the mission to become an elite technology accelerator for startups who are in the initial stage of building an MVP or taking a product to the market. Okay. Today, a lot of startup companies lack the quality of architecture, lack the quality of engineering what is being provided by an enterprise. So we wanted to step up and bring this to a stage where startup companies can also able to provide the same kind of engineering quality what an enterprise level company can provide. So we have defined a lot of processes internally, and when a product owner or a product a founder gets an idea in mind, we actually take him through a discovery journey where he gets a very clear idea or picture about his own product, and he can get to a stage where he's actually ready for implementation, much more confident than anyone else. And when a product is already in the market and it is struggling to scale, at that stage we step in as an engineering company with our team of architects and engineers. We kind of analyze all the problems. We kind of discover and diagnose their problems and take them to a stage where their product becomes stable and they are able to scale from there. And this is with a vision that when I worked in an engineering, bigger engineering companies, corporates, where I wanted to carry forward those kind of processes to these kind of startup companies to empower them to reach a stage where their products can also go global. That's the vision of Y Square.
First question is, so you will build the actual product or only the prototype you will help to build?
So it's like we initially take a product idea through a discovery journey where like our team of business analysts, designers and product analysts work together in terms of understanding how the competition is and whether such a product can really go to the market with the right engineering aspect in mind. So we do analyze those in the first initial phase and then go to the technology aspect of it. So because a product company, it's not going to just live by sales and marketing. It is actually going to start its journey through the engineering. So it's the engineering behind the product is going to be the foundation of the entire company. There might be thousands of people today, like if you see Swiggy, Ola, all the unicorns out there, like they might have started sales and marketing and all the other stuff later in their journey, but their engineering is the foundation of all their success behind whatever they've achieved. That's what we are trying to build for a product company.
So you build only the SaaS products or even for example, if you are in a hardware, if you want to build a mic, will you help to build that also?
So when it comes to hardware, like we have certain partners whom we can collaborate with and try and work. But our expertise mostly lies with the software and the SaaS part. Why we say SaaS is like currently every company starts to work on their product without thinking about SaaS. But in the recent years, with the growth of SaaS, like every company wants to step into that kind of a model and get successful.
So that means from the idea, from the paper, you will build to a basic MVP.
Then we can actually take the product to a real scale kind of a stage where the foundation of an architecture of an engineering team, whatever is required, will be available in the particular journey, and that will be carried forward. So it's like a 2-year journey which usually takes for a product company to work along with us, where we set the basics and foundation right from an engineering standpoint. Then we hand over to their team of operations to manage the entire stuff, kind of automated, so that whenever they are going for a next level of phase, then they need a company like us. After that, they can be self-sufficient.
So that's great. So have a several stage of services. First example, you are creating the prototype and the basic MVP, then improvising to the end product you will help.
Yes, so we'll definitely work very collaboratively with the product team. So we'll also, if a product company has their own team, we'll be very happy to work along with them to take this journey forward. It is not that we'll completely get outsourced, because that is the reason why we are not a company who will just take projects after projects. We'll just work with very limited companies, work along with their team as an extended partner, and then at one stage, like after 2 years, like they'll kind of have their. It's like when you have a new mom who doesn't have like a caretaker idea, right? So if she needs a caretaker, right, a caretaker can be there for a period of 2 years, and after that, she'll be self-sufficient to take care of the child.
So you have a separate team to due diligence or audit those stuffs also?
Yeah. So when it comes to business analysis, like our focus mainly will lie on, from an engineering standpoint, how this particular product can sustain on the market. So when it comes to market analysis, or whether how many users this particular product can get into, all those would be part of some competitive analysis which we'll make, like how similar products have achieved, what was their journey, like whether they have achieved this kind of a growth in 2 years, 1 year, how did they use this much of users. So we kind of do that kind of a study, which will actually help us in the engineering journey, and which will help the product company to actually focus what they actually need to focus in their sales.
That's great. So everything is a one package, or can we choose only the developing the prototype or not?
So it depends. Like mostly, like we'll try and opt for from our side, we want to just work with company end to end, because as I said, like we'll not be working with too many clients at our office. So there will be only very few products which we'll be very extensively working on. But there are products which we have only supported on the design, we have only supported on the engineering side, we have only supported on the data analytics side. So the bits and pieces are also available with us.
So that's great. So if a tech guys are starting a startup and they can build their own product, okay, but they don't have a knowledge in business analysis, do you help only on the business analysis part?
Yes, absolutely, yes. So we do have that capability as well. If they are really strong in engineering, like we would also try to learn from them. So learning is everywhere from anywhere, right? So we'll also provide business analysis to our capabilities and competencies, whatever we have built.
So how long you are into this business?
So basically, like personally, I have around 15 years experience in the corporate, where I have performed myself as a solution architect. And this company Y Square started 4.5 years before. So we started with a 2-member team. Right now we are almost close to 40-member team.
And how many clients you have served? So how many successful startups are there in the market?
We have almost covered around 25 plus clients, which means like 25 plus products. So it might look very lean, but you might have to see that those 25 might have been like end-to-end solutions which we have provided. So that's why the longer duration what we take actually.
So is it affordable for startups?
So we have kind of brought in kind of hybrid mechanism in our process, like where if you are supposed to hire a technology solution architect or a DevOps architect or someone, obviously like you need to have him full time, and obviously you know the packages and everything which will go skyrocketing, right? So in that case, like we have a combination. That's where our model will work for startups. They don't need to have all the solution architects, DevOps architects, because the job of an architect is limited, because they are not going to build too many products. They are going to be focused on one particular product, right? So we kind of have a model internally where we can kind of switch between our team, and they'll also be having an ability to switch between different expertise or skill sets, what they might expect. So this gives us the actual affordability what they might expect. It might not be like what they kind of hire from a freelancer and get it done. It'll definitely be better, more than that, but they'll be 100% confident that they are launching their product in a very, very, confident manner that they can reach to the masses. It's not that they are, because many startups nowadays, what we see is like, somehow they just come out or do a part-time role, build an app, they call that as a startup, right? But the company actually needs more energy and in terms of engineering, basically. When we go and meet people on the higher end, right, it is not just your app which is going to speak. You need to also back with, like, the first question every investor will ask you is like, how many users can I onboard? At that point, the only thing which can save you is your engineering, nothing more than that.
So what is your ultimate goal Y Square wanted to do?
So Y Square has different roadmaps internally. So one important roadmap is like we have internal products which we are trying to build, and we also have a very different model of low-code kind of a platform which we are also trying to build, and that will also kind of cover up whatever we were trying to do in the last 4 years, which will accelerate ourselves to deliver more faster. And we also have a product line which is open up. So we are also working on different product lines, And this company will keep serving the kind of customers, the startups, which are actually very, very confident and that they want to achieve this kind of a product into the market. Those kind of guys, it's not like companies who come in and then leave in 2 years or 1 year. They want to just go to the last mile and reach the final success, right? So for those companies, we'll keep serving. I think we had a wonderful 4 years with my team. So there is another set of team which is actually there back. So we'll keep progressing much more stronger in the coming years, and we'll see where Y Square lands on in the future.
That's fantastic. So startups and entrepreneurs, so if you need any solution or service, please do contact them. Together we grow. Thank you.